Good morning and welcome to Orca News. The headlines. The Elections Commission formally announces official candidates for the 2024 general elections. The State Affairs Department issued a travel advisory to Iceland last week due to a volcanic eruption that happened in the Reykjanes Peninsula. President Klavinsky to travel to Mauritius and Seychelles for extended bilateral relations and support. And Congress has released the list of holidays in 2024. Last December 1st, the Elections Commission and the Congress formally elected their primary nominees for the general elections in 2024. On December 8th, the Elections Commission formally announced the results of the primary elections. Here are the official candidates for the general elections in 2024. For the presidency, incumbent President Ludzki Klavinsky will run again for the Fusion Party, and a lawyer from the Red Conservative Party, named Mortimer John Coleman. The Landovian Axe Party has said that they withdrew for the 2024 presidential elections, given authorization from the Supreme Court. For the vice presidency, from the Fusion Party, businessman Tyrus Bailey will run for vice president. From the Red Conservative Party, incumbent Senator Ferdy Loyne will run for vice president. And from the Landovian Axe Party, workers' rights activist Farhin Mittershid will also run for vice presidency. The rest of the list shows the other candidates for mayor in their respective cities, municipalities, and villages, mostly contesting only one candidate. For the district representative count, as per the constitutional amendment to change the representation of cities and municipalities into its number of named districts will be followed. The number of elected representatives has decreased from 16 to 15. Here are the number of districts per city, municipality, and village. Only one representative will be elected in Old Massa Village, Flat Hills Village, Frostley Village, Whitetone Village, Plainsfield City, Commerce Valley Terraces Village 2-Door, Lubhart Village, and Shottler. And only 3 representatives will be elected in Sonomo City and Picot City. This amounts to how many members of the House of Representatives will govern per district in the 2024 general elections. Moreover, the 2024 general elections in Landova are scheduled for Saturday, February 10, 2024. Respective voting precincts such as public information offices and city or municipal halls will be utilized during the elections. The State Affairs Department issued a travel advisory to Iceland last week due to a volcanic eruption that happened in the Reykjanes Peninsula. A volcano erupted late on December 18th in southwest Iceland, spewing lava and smoke across a wide area. After weeks of intense earthquake activity, the country's meteorological office said, threatening a nearby town. Fearing a significant eruption on the Reykjanes Peninsula, authorities last month evacuated the nearly 4,000 inhabitants of the fishing town of Grindavik and closed the nearby Blue Lagoon geothermal spa. Located between the Eurasian and the North American tectonic plates, among the largest on the planet, Iceland is a seismic and volcanic hotspot, as the two plates move in opposite directions. Moreover, the State Affairs has heightened travel restrictions in some countries in the Middle East due to the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas. Travel is restricted for all Landovians over Israel, Palestine, and Lebanon. Extreme caution travel advisory has been raised over Jordan, Yemen, Iran, Syria, the Sinai Peninsula in Egypt, and Tabuk province in Saudi Arabia. These precautionary measures have been increasing while the war progresses. The State Affairs Secretary, however, will still be providing humanitarian aid to the affected, but condemning inhumane indiscriminate killings and attacks of both sides in Gaza. President Klavinsky will travel to Mauritius and Seychelles on January 3 for extended bilateral support and relations. More to report from Eamon Rhodes in Mauritius. Eamon.
Yes, Natalie. President Klavinsky will travel here to Mauritius and Seychelles for extended bilateral support and relations among countries. His initiative calls on small island nations to stand firm on the effects of popularizing trade markets and routes, depriving national economic activity among island nations. Despite the fact that economic activity has substantially increased, President Klavinsky wanted to ease further stress and hesitations on the barriers to the continuing local trade routes among nations. He noted that in the Macaronesia Island group, composed of the Azores, the Canaries, Madeira, and the nation of Cabo Verde, he would like to extend thorough trade routes in the Indian Ocean, such as in Mauritius and Seychelles. Likewise, according to his executive secretary, the president also considered going to the Maldives for climate talks but later cancelled. This is Eamon Rhodes. Back to you, Natalie.
Thank you, Eamon. Here is our weather for today. The Landova Meteorological Agency has stated that they will follow the Free University of Berlin naming convention of low-pressure cyclones if a storm has not been named internationally. The motive has begun when storms have been increasing in severity, whereas multiple storms may impact Landova in a short span of time. The agency would like to objectively clarify to the public when a storm will come or pass over the country. Nevertheless, the name storm internationally by various regional groups in Europe will still be recognized by the agency. Moreover, in the other news, Landova experienced its first light snow this winter season last December 26 due to Storm Jarrett, which impacted the British Isles with high winds last week. This video shows that a plane struggles to land smoothly as a result of the windy weather.
Stop that! Stop that!
Congress has released the list of public holidays in Landova for 2024. The holidays are as follows: January 1st, New Year's Day; May 1st, Labor Day; July 4th, Commemoration Day; November 9th, Independence Day; December 25th, Christmas Day; and December 31st, New Year's Eve. Special holidays have been released: February 10th, Election Day, and March 1st, Inauguration Day. Local holidays such as the founding anniversary of a locality will be publicly proclaimed by the president. And we would like to thank everyone to our staff and viewers for helping us be a reliant and reliable news source that we have been this year. You can watch our live New Year celebration event beginning at 11:50 in the evening on New Year's Eve here at Orca News. And that's gonna be it for today's news. This is Natalie Coles, reporting for Orca News. Good morning, everyone.